Hi makers, Sierra here with Sierra's Crafty Creations, and today I'm going to be showing you a crochet tutorial on how to create this beautiful braided headband. This is for adult sizes, and we're going to do step by step to take you through the whole thing so you will have an end result like this. So let's jump into the materials. First up, let's talk yarn. The yarn I used for this is Hobby Lobby's I Love This yarn, which is a size 4 worsted weight yarn, and you're going to need about 120 yards of this yarn. And you can use any size 4 that you would like. You will need a size 4mm G crochet hook. I'm using my clover hook. You're going to also need a yarn needle, a pair of scissors, and a tape measure if you want to measure the length of your headband, or you can wrap it around your head as well to check that it's long enough. Now that we have all of our materials, let's go over some of the stitches that are going to be used in this tutorial. We're going to chain, half double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet, and back post double crochet. So those are all the stitches that we're going to use in this headband to create the cables. Let's jump into the tutorial. Let's get started with row 1. To start, we're going to create a slip knot. And we're going to do a chain of 20. So you're going to yarn over, pull through this loop, that's your first chain, yarn over, pull through the loop, that's your second, and do that until you have 20 chains. All right, and once we reach 20, we're going to do our first row, and we're going to place a half double crochet in the second chain from our hook. So here's our first chain, and here's our second. So we're going to yarn over, insert into the second chain from our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 3, and that's your first half double crochet. And we're going to put a half double crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to place 3 more half double crochet. So in the next 3 chains, we're going to have a half double crochet for a total of 5 half double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochets. And in the next stitch, we're going to create a double crochet over the next 9 chains. So we're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And that's your double crochet. And we're going to place 8 more along the chain. So you're going to put a double crochet until we have a total of 9 double crochets in the middle. And once we have our 9 double crochets, we're going to put a half double crochet in the remaining 5 chains. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. And we're going to put a half double crochet in the last 5 chains. So our first row starts with 5 half double crochets. We have 9 double crochets in the middle here, and then 5 half double crochets to end the row. For row 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And this is when we are going to start doing our cabling. So for reference, we're going to have a single post here, our middle braid, and another single post. And these single posts just frame the middle braid and make it look really, really nice. So to start row 2, we are going to place a half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. So we're going to place a half double crochet in this stitch and in the next stitch. And now we're going to do our first front post double crochet. And to do a front post double crochet, we are going to yarn over. We're going to insert our hook. Normally we insert our hook here up through the stitches, right? But for a post, we're going to go underneath this stitch here, our hook, underneath this stitch, so it looks like this. And we're going to create a double crochet as normal. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through your last 2. and that is a front post double crochet. It's just about the placement of your double crochet. And then we're going to make sure that we're skipping that one stitch. Since we did a front post, you want to make sure that you're skipping this one, and we're going to work into this next one here. So we're going to create a half double crochet in the next stitch and a half double crochet right beside that. And now we are getting to our double crochets from the first row, and the 9 double crochets are going to be what we use for the middle braid. So for the braid, it consists of a right twist and a left twist. So first we're going to do our right twist. To do that, we are going to skip these first 3 double crochets, and we're going to do a front post double crochet in the 4th double crochet from the first row. So we're going to insert our hook underneath the post like this. We're going to grab our yarn, pull it behind that post, and create a double crochet. And we're going to do that for the next 2 double crochets beside it. So going underneath, grabbing our yarn, and creating a double crochet. Now here comes the more difficult part of the twist. So we're doing a right side twist first. Like I said, there's going to be a twist right here on the right side and then a twist on the left side. So we're doing the right side twist here in row 2. And this is where we're going to take our hook with our yarn over our hook, and we're going to do front post double crochets in the 3 double crochets that we skipped. But to do that, we're going to have to take our hook behind these stitches here. So we're going behind, and there's kind of an opening right here, and that's where your hook's going to come out through. So we're going to take our hook, go behind these stitches like so, and we're going to go underneath this post. It gets, as you can see, it gets really funky, and it's really hard to show you fully how this works. So I'll try my hardest to get everything in on the camera for you, but it takes a lot of moving the stitches around, moving your hands, moving your hook to make sure that you get it where it needs to go. But then you're going to do a front post double crochet, and again we're going to do it in these 2 stitches down here, these 2 double crochets from the first row. But again, we're taking our hook and going behind these 3 posts that we just made. So we're going to take our hook, go underneath, going into the middle stitch here, and I like to move these top stitches over like this so I can kind of do it from the top view. And we have our last one. We're going behind these stitches again, and it's kind of hidden. We have to move some stitches around, as you can see, and we're going to go underneath this post here. And again, I like to bring this upward so I can see it from this view. So it's kind of, these stitches are now flopped over in the front. I can see better that way. And I'll finish my front post double crochet like this. And then this is how it will look. It will be twisted and kind of bulky right here, and that's totally normal. Don't worry, it will definitely even out. When we seam it together, you guys won't even notice. So don't try to focus on this funkiness right here yet. It will get better. And to finish off the braid, we are going to front post double crochet in these 3 double crochets. And these are easy, these are just straight. So we're going to go underneath the post here, grab our yarn, and create a double crochet, a front post double crochet, excuse me. And we're going to do that again for this one, going underneath the post, grabbing our yarn, front post double crochet, and for the last one here. All right, and to finish off row 2, we are going to make sure that we have 5 stitches left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to front post double crochet from this half double crochet stitch from row 1. Go underneath this half double crochet like this. Grab your yarn and create your front post double. And then finish with a half double crochet in the remaining 2 stitches. And on to row 3, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And for all of your odd rows from here on out, they will be exactly the same. So you're going to half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. And now this on your odd rows is when we're going to do our back post double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, and this is our single post, these fellas. We're going to take our hook like this, and we're going to grab our yarn and create our back post double crochet. And then we're going to place a half double crochet in these next 2 stitches. And as you can see, we'll have 1 skip stitch right here because that was for our back post double crochet. And now we have come to our middle braid right here. It looks kind of wonky and funky. Don't worry about that. But we are going to do 9 back post double crochets across them. So we're going to yarn over, take our hook behind the post like this, grab our yarn and create our back post double crochet. And these first 3 are easy because they are the straight up and down ones. So again, going behind your post like this, grabbing your yarn, and here's our 3rd one. And now we get to the twist, and that gets a little complicated finding where your posts are because it just kind of looks like a mess, right? So I'm gonna spread these stitches out just so you can see them. Here's the first 3 that we're gonna do. These are the posts that are more towards the back. So we're going to grab this post right here, and we're gonna create a back post double crochet, and then the one right beside it. And this one, it's kind of like a corner one, and you gotta move some stitches around sometimes to get there. All right, so now we have 6 back post double crochets, and we're gonna have to turn our work towards the front. So right now we're in the back of our work. We wanna turn it so that we can get these 3 in the front. So we're going to take the closest one right here, and we're going to back post double crochet. It's a lot of turning your work back and forth like this. Here's the second post here. We're going to back post double crochet, and the last one right here down in this bottom corner here. And now we've created our 9 back post double crochets right here, and I'll have this little ledge. And then we're going to finish the row with our 2 half double crochets, a half double crochet in the next 2, a back post, and our single post right here, and then finish the row with a half double crochet in the last 2 stitches. All right, and chain 1, and we're going to go to row 4. With row 2, we did the right side twist of our braid, and for row 4, we're going to be doing the left side twist of our braid. So to start row 4, we're going to create half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. We're going to do a front post double crochet around our single post here. half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now to create the left side twist, we're going to front post double crochet in these 3 posts here, just straight up and down, no twist on this side. So you're going to go underneath this post here, grab your yarn, and create your front post double crochets in those first 3 posts. Then we're going to skip these posts down here. They're kind of hidden, but these 3 posts down here, we're going to skip over those, and we're going to work in these posts. So we're going to go underneath this one first and create a front post double crochet. Then we're going to go over the middle one, front post double crochet, and this last one, front post double crochet. And now the left side I always think is easier than the right side, because instead of working behind these stitches, we're going to work across them, so over front. We're going to take our hook, yarn over, and we're going to go across like this. So we're going to take our hook, go over and down toward these hidden stitches. And I like to use my middle finger and push these up like this just so I can see them better. And I'm going to take this, go over front, go in this farthest one to the right over here, and front post double crochet around this. And then again, yarn over, going across those posts, down here into the middle one, grabbing your yarn, creating your front post double crochet. And again, for this last one right here, it can be a little hidden, so that's why I like to use my middle finger and push up on it just so I can see it and get to it easier. All right, and now we have our left twist. And to finish, you guessed it, we're going to do a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. A front post double crochet in our single post, and a half double crochet in our last 2 stitches. And that is row 4. And this is how it should be looking for you now that we have completed row 4. We've done a right side twist, and now we've done a left side twist. Now we're going to be repeating rows 2, 3, and 4. We're going to keep repeating those rows until we hit row 56. I'll do the repeat one more time on camera with you so that you can see it all again, and then I'll meet you back when we finish our 56th row to finish up the headband. But moving on to row 5, you're going to chain 1 and turn. And like I said, for our odd rows, they're all going to be the same. So you're going to create a half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. Create a back post double crochet around our single post. A half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then 9 back post double crochets. We just did a left side twist, so this is where it gets funky. We're going to turn so we can see the front of our work, and we're going to work in these first 3 posts here. So we're going to do back post again around this first one here. Grab our yarn, create a back post double crochet, and you turn your work so you can see the middle post here. Create a back post double crochet, and in this third one here. And then you can kind of see these 3 here that are towards the back. We're going to do this set next, and I like to put my finger here to kind of separate them, and again so I can just see them better, I'm going to go behind this one, create my back post double crochet around the middle one here, going in through the back, creating my back post double crochet, and for this last one here. And then we have the last set of 3 over here that are just the straight up and down ones. We're going to do a back post double crochet for each of those 3. Create a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. a back post double crochet in our single post, and a half double crochet in the last two. And that is row 5, which is a repeat of row 3. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to do row 6, which will be a repeat of row 2, which is our right side twist. I think we got the hang of the beginning so far, which is half double crochet first 2, front post double crochet, half double crochet in the next 2. Now, like I said, this is going to be a repeat of row 2, which is a right side twist. So we are going to skip these first 3 posts here, and we're going to work in these 3 posts. And these are a little hidden, so I'm using my handy dandy middle finger back here to push them upward so I can get into them easier and see them better. So we're skipping these 3, working across to these 3. We're working in this one first, front post double crochet, in the middle one, front post double crochet, and in this last one here. And we're going to work behind the post that we just made into these 3 posts that we skipped. So taking our hook, yarn over, going behind these stitches. We're going to grab this one. Again, I like to push it up so I can see it better. Grab my yarn and create my front post double crochet. Yarn over, going behind these stitches, going in this middle one here, bringing it upward so I can see, and front post double crochet. And then another way you can do this is to take these posts and just move them downward, and then you can see the post behind here, like right here. That might be easier for you to do, and that you can just grab it a little easier. So that's another way you can do it. And then you just fold them back up and you've made your twist. And we're going to front post double crochet in these 3 posts, and these are just straight, no twist on this side. So front post double crochet across these 3, and the ending, half double crochet in the next 2, front post double crochet in our single post, and half double crochet in the last 2. All right, so that is row 6. Like I said, a repeat of row 2, which is our right twist. So let's move on to row 7. Chain 1 and turn. This is our odd rows, so they're all the same. Half double crochet in the first 2, back post, double crochet in our single post, half double crochet in the next 2, and back post double crochet in the next 9 posts. So the first 3 are going to be the easy ones to do our back posts, and here's the twisted ones. Here's the first set that we're going to do, the ones that are towards the back. We're going to grab this one first, then the middle one, creating our back post double crochets, and the corner one that's kind of difficult to get to, I'm going to grab that one. And now we're going to turn our work this way so we can see these 3 posts, and we're going to go in this one first, go underneath, now the middle one, and the last one down here, and there's our 9 back post double crochets. And we'll do our ending of a half double crochet in the next 2, back post around our single post, and finishing with a half double crochet in the last 2. All right, chain 1 and turn, and we're going to do row 8, which is the last row I'm going to do on camera with you, and this is going to be a repeat of row 4, which is our left twist. So let's do our beginning. All right, and since we're doing a left twist, we're going to start out with 3 front post double crochets. We're going to skip these ones down here and work in these 3 over here. And we're going to work across these over the front, yarn over, working over the front. I like to use my finger, push these 3 up. We're going to work on this outer one here first. Now the middle one. And the last one. Gonna finish with our half double crochets in the next 2, front post, and a half double crochet in the last 2. And that finishes your row 8. And like I said, we're gonna keep repeating those rows, so we're gonna do a right twist, a left twist, and all of your odd rows are going to be the same. So you're gonna keep repeating those rows, 2, 3, and 4. Keep repeating them until you reach row 56. And I will go ahead and put up a graphic to show you each row and what that row repeat will be so that you guys can keep track of it easier. I'll put that up on the screen now for you. If you have a measuring tape, you can grab that just to make sure that it's long enough. So from the top to the bottom here, it's reading about 20 inches for me. So that will fit adult size heads between 20 to 23 inches around, because it will stretch a little bit. We have a little bit of stretch to it, so 20 inches is a good length. And once we get there, we can tie off. And for mine to get to 20 inches, I use the 56 rows. If you need to add more, just keep following those repeats until it's the length that you would like. And now we're going to grab our scissors and cut your yarn. You're gonna wanna leave a nice long tail to sew up these 2 sides together. And we're also gonna wanna grab our yarn needle. To tie off, I cut my yarn, I grab my hook, I do like a chain 1, but I pull my yarn all the way through to knot it at the end, secure it. And I grab my yarn needle and thread my yarn through my needle. And we're going to fold our headband in half like this, so our 2 short ends are meeting. And we're going to line it up like so. And we're going to take our needle and go through this side and this side, and we're going to pull through. And we're going to keep doing that, coming through both sides, lining up the stitches and pulling through. This is just a quick whip stitch to seam your ends together. So you just want to make sure that your stitches are lined up, and we go through both sides and just keep pulling it through and work all the way till the end, and we will have our headband all sewn up and ready to wear. And once you get to the last stitch here, I like to make a little knot, and we're going to weave in our tail here. So I made a little knot at the end, and it's still on my yarn needle, and I'm gonna push it through some of these stitches to hide my tail. And I pull it through this way, and I like to go into a couple different directions to really secure it. And we'll go this way. And once I've gone a few directions, I'll pull it all the way through, take my scissors, cut it, and now my end is weaved in. And this is my seam. It's not terribly noticeable, so it looks great. And now our headband is completed and it's attached and we can wear it. And if you have another end, you would take your yarn needle and weave it in just like we just did, and then you will be completely finished with your headband and it will be ready to wear. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is one of my favorite braided headbands. I absolutely love crochet cables and knit cables. Cabling of any kind is definitely my favorite. I have a couple other cabled crocheted headband tutorials on my channel, so be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more fun videos like this. Happy crocheting, friends. I'll see you in the next one.